What's the thing that you dread in this life? One thing that we all fear is the big C, cancer. It's not often, if ever, that we come across a positive story about cancer, but there is one this week, so stay with me. I promise it's positive. 20-year-old Andrew Davies from Chesterfield developed leukemia when he was 13. He was admitted to Sheffield Children's Hospital for a course of chemotherapy and a bone marrow transplant. Thankfully, he came out on top and made a full recovery. But while being treated, Andrew inquired about the cost of the bone marrow transplant and was told it would cost £150,000. So he decided that he was going to find a way to pay back the hospital for his treatment. Now let me be clear, no one was demanding any money from him. He was being treated by the NHS, publicly funded healthcare that is free at point of care, available to any citizen who needs treatment. So he had no outstanding debt to pay. It had been paid. But he felt that if he could repay the money after he recovered, then someone else could also benefit from the care that had saved him. Someone in the future could benefit from the kind of treatment he had received in the past. And so he set about a fundraising effort to raise every penny. His fundraising efforts included a 215-mile bike ride, an 81-mile walk, and now he has done it. Just 6 years later, he has raised £150,000. Half is going to leukemia research, and the other half will be invested in a specialist ward that treated him. Now, I'm sure you'll agree with me that Andrew Davies is a total inspiration and one of life's good guys. But this story also got me thinking about grace. I mean, let's think about the fundamentals of the story. Someone was in desperate need of help, and they were freely given the help that they needed to save their life. Not because of who they were, but simply because they needed help. They didn't have to do anything, they didn't have to pay anything. The debt for saving their life was already paid. All they had to do was accept it. That, in a nutshell, is basically the story of grace and salvation. We need to be saved from this broken world and are powerless to save ourselves. And so God saves us simply because we need help. We don't have to pay anything, which is good, because if we did, that check would bounce. Jesus has already paid the debt by giving his life as a perfect, priceless sacrifice. So we can't pay the debt back. But just like Andrew Davies, we can pay the debt forward. We can show the grace that has been shown to us to other people. When you smile and say hello to your neighbour who always ignores you, you pay the debt forward. When you make a cup of tea for your colleague who is rude to you, you pay the debt forward. When you forgive someone who hurt you, even if the wound is deep, you pay the debt forward. We can't repay our debt, and we aren't being asked to. But let's be encouraged by the goodness shown to us to pay some of the kindness forward. So here are our 3 takeaways. Number 1, you are special to God, so special that he was willing to ask his son to cover the debt of sin that humanity accrued. Celebrate the fact that you're special to God. Number 2, you're special, but God doesn't have favourites. He has extended the same saving grace to everyone. Encourage someone around you by letting them know that they are special to God, but also to you. And number 3, pay it forward. We can't repay God for what he has done for us, and he isn't asking us to. But we can show our appreciation by serving those around us and showing them that they are special to him. And by making our own small sacrifices, even the ones that go unnoticed, to make the world around us a better place. Pay it forward today and live a life less ordinary.